What's up, guys? It's your favorite broker and host, Wayne Chappelle, and I'm back at you with another video. This video, I'm going to title this one Long-Term versus Short-Term Mentality. So that is the topic of this video today, and let's jump right into it. So before I even do that, please like, please subscribe, please provide your comments and feedback below. Like I said, this channel has my name on it, but I'm trying to get some quality content on here. I can't do it by myself, and I need your guys' help. So with that being said, let's dive right into short-term versus long-term mentality, or long-term versus short-term mentality, however you want to look at it. But there's two sides of the spectrum here that I'm going to be talking about. And I'll be quite honest with you. This one is one that I struggle with myself, right? I am a very goal-oriented person. I am I would say a very impatient person. When I set a goal, I'm trying to achieve it, and I'm trying to achieve it in the shortest amount of time possible. And sometimes that gets frustrating, right? Because I look at things from the short-term mentality, right? So if I say, hey, I'm going to go out today and I'm going to pick up, a client. Let's just keep it simple. I'm going to pick up a client. I'm not talking about pick up in the car. I'm talking about pick up for business. Pick up a client, or pick up a customer, prospect, whoever, as my client, right? That's my goal for the day, whether they're a buyer, seller, whatever. Now that's my goal. Now I'm out there meeting people, prospecting, trying to do what I got to do to make that happen, to achieve that goal. And while I'm thinking in that short-term mentality, right, I'm not thinking about the long-term mentality, right? I'm not using long-term mentality. I'm just thinking about, hey, today I got to go out and get me a client by hook or crook, by any means necessary. That's my goal, right? That's short-term thinking, right? Short-term mentality versus long-term, where as I'm out meeting people, and as you meet people, you add them to your database and you start nurturing and cultivating a relationship, kind of like what farmers do when they cultivate the land, right? To produce whatever fruits of their labor they're trying to produce. So that's long-term, but as I'm out here, in short-term thinking or short-term mentality mode, I'm not seeing what's going on long-term, right? I'm not expecting what's going on long-term. So that causes a problem in, what I'm trying to accomplish long-term. So I'm finding that to be the case as I struggle with that myself, not just in business and even in personal. What I'm doing, sometimes I have to really be conscious of the short-term mentality versus the long-term mentality. But I find it easier, even though I struggle with this myself, I find it easier as I deal with assisting, coaching, and mentoring others, because I can sit back and analyze the situation from an outside perspective, right? It gives me more clarity to see what are the issues and things that, my clients are struggling through, and how I can assist them. And, for example, I had one of my clients who's out prospecting, and they're a fairly new agent, right? So they are trying to build up their database, number one, and build up their business, but they're looking short term. As they're out meeting people, it's not producing or yielding any fruit, right? So they're out there prospecting, doing what they got to do. They're doing everything that, that they're supposed to do, but it's not immediately yielding a return on investment. So when agents, get frustrated, when my clients get frustrated in the fact that, hey, I'm out there doing this, I was doing this for the past week or the past month or the past 3 months or what have you, and I have yet to see any results. So I always tell them to think about the long term, have the long-term mentality focus, not the short term. So what you did over the past day, over the past week, over the past month, 2 months, 3 months, or what have you, will yield the return on investment that you're looking for, right? You have to be consistent with it. And, focus on the long-term goal, the long-term mentality of what you're trying to achieve. ultimately, like I said, real estate is about creating relationships. Even though the product that we sell is real estate, and real estate sales involve transactions, the real thing is you're trying to cultivate and build relationships, right? Because the person or prospect that you're dealing with today may not be ready to buy or sell or do anything in real estate today, right? It may be a week down the line, it may be a month, maybe a year, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, right? But you're cultivating a relationship and staying top of mind with them and providing value. Like I said, value is a key here. If you're not providing value, even though you're trying to cultivate and do your best efforts at doing that, if you're not providing value, then really that prospect, has no reason to engage with you, in the future. So long-term mentality versus short. I'd love to get your guys' feedback on that. Like I said, I'm going to keep this video short, but I'd like to get your feedback and comments below. Do you struggle with the short-term versus long-term mentality like I do and many other people that I know and that I assist in coaching and mentoring do as well? At least I know I'm not alone now that I'm coaching and mentoring folks. I know that this is a broader issue than just within myself that I struggle with internally. But how do you guys deal with this, the long-term versus short-term mentality? I'll be curious to find out what you guys say down in the comments and feedback below. Once again, please like, please subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. And as always, go out there, have a blessed day. Go out there and make it happen. And I'll see you guys on the next video.